person is married and you are selling him shampoo, how awkward it would be, how strange feeling it would be. The same thing was happening at the same time that she was cut off her hairs, and now the husband was giving a set of comb, beautiful combs made of pure tortoise shell. Tortoise, you know the animal, a, a water animal. Shell means the outer part, the part where he hide himself, that this comb is made of the shell. They had jewel rings and different jewelry were attached, fixed up on each and every piece of comb. They were just the color to wear in the brown hair, and they were resembling with the matching of the hair colors. She knew they were very costly, and also she knew that these combs cost are so high. She had been seen them in the windows of a big store. Why she'd come to know these combs are so expensive? Just because of she had been through a window of store where she had found that these combs are at this price. She had always liked them but had never hoped to purchase them. And now they were her combs, her own combs, but alas, hair was gone. And she had a such type of wish to have a such type of combs for her long hairs, but now there is no hairs, and she was just crying, and alas, hairs were not more remaining. Della pressed her combs to her heart and kissed them, and she was just holding the combs in her hand, just pressing to her chest. Tears came in her eyes. Then she looked up and said, "You know, Jim, my hairs grow so fast." Okay, don't worry, Jim. My hairs grow very fast. So just be happy. Jim had not yet seen present Della had brought for him. Jim had not yet seen the present Della had brought for him. She held it out on her palm is in her fist, and said, "Isn't it lovely, Jim? I hunted all over the town to find it." Very nice vocab. You could search, you could place, you can write at the place of search, at the place of discover, at the place of find. Here she used haunted means finding, discover, search. She searched a lot. She was wandering a long period of time in the market, and finally she hunted at every street of the city, New York City, and finally find it. "Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on your gold watch. So give me your watch, and I want to check that how beautiful this platinum chain will look like. It will increase, it will incline the image, the quality, the value of the your watch, your specially gold watch." Jim looked first at the chain and the Della face. Now, what happened? The Jim first watched at the chain and then the Della face. Then he threw himself down on the couch and smiled. And what he happened? He just fell on the couch and just showing a smile. "Della," he said, "let's put our Christmas present away for a while. Just give it. Just keep these presents away. My combs and your chain. Just keep all these gifts away from the Christmas. They are too nice. You just at present. I sold my watch to get money for your combs. Actually, what I did, I sold my watch just to buy a gift for you. And now there is no watch. You have purchased a chain, a strap as a form of chain, and there is no hair, but I have bought a gift as a comb. So just keep away all these gifts. Just celebrate. Just enjoy the festival. Don't be impatient. Don't be worried about it. Just be happy and be joyful." So this is all about the reading portion. Now moving to the question answer. Answer the questions orally. The pleasure of giving is much more than pleasure of receiving. Comment on this. Now here, yes, here this is the meaning that it's all about. The question is present, that we give, that here according to the question that giving present is more important to receiving present, just because of we give present, just not only we give present to anybody, especially who is close to our heart, who is come in our relation, who comes in our circle. We share our feeling. It is a best way. My dear students, I also suggest you, if you want to share your feeling with someone else, then gift or play some crucial role to build up a strong relationship between two person, among two brothers, sisters, parents. If you want to share something, if you can speak something to your father, so you can write something in your greeting card, with one white rose, and you just give it to your father. Your father will feel very happy. So it all about your perception of thinking, your way of thinking. Then it's all about it. Now, what is message of the story? The message is the story that before, the discussion is very important between husband and wife. If husband and wives are not doing discussion on a particular thing, especially if they are spending some money, some important money, because $20 are very high amount for these two poor fellows. So if they are taking as a type of chance, if they are making a plan to spend the money, and now it seems like they not invest, they just waste their money. So discussion or sharing their plan with others is so important, especially for expensive things, for any matter. Not only this is the matter of present, but also for any matter. If they are doing something new, then a person, a husband, wife, children, everybody have to share with their knowns. Now here, this is the oral question, and now come to the that you have to write the answer. How much money had Della saved? You know, everybody, $1.87. What was Jim planning for Christmas? Jim was planning for Christmas to purchase a comb as a gift. Who were Della and Jim? Della and Jim were husband and wife and husband. So because Della was at the first place, now you have to that this is the wife and Jim was the husband. Where did they live? They live in the rented house in New York. What two precious things did Jim and Della have? The Jim had a gold watch which he got from his father and grandfather, and Della has a very grey color of hairs, long hairs. Why did Della plan to sell her hairs? Why did? Just because of she didn't have too much money to buy the gifts, as they, after doing so much struggle, she could save only $1.87. So what she did, she put a glance on the mirror and found herself that there are two shineful hairs, and she can sell it out and get some money. That is the reason she just cut her. That's why she sell her hair, because she was desperately wanting to purchase a gift which she was going to distribute on the on the eve of Christmas, and to share her feeling that how much love she has towards her husband. She even do not care. She doesn't care about her shine, about her beauty, that her beauty will lost. But she thought that in the blindness of love, she just did this work. It was not, she didn't do any kind of sin. She didn't do any kind of mistake, but the only mistake she had done, that she must have discussed with her husband. What did Della do when she was the set of what did Della do when she saw the set of combs? What she did? She, after putting a glance on the set of combs, she just fall herself on the couch and was having a cry of joy. She was started crying, and also a stream of tears was flowing to her eyes, just because of these were the not a part of her hairs, because she had chopped off her hairs. And now what would be the work of, now here in this picture, my dear students, you could see that there are still long hairs, but now she has right now the hairs of like humans that Jim has, that Jim hairs. But in real picture, in the real story, I have seen in one of my BA college book where this chapter is mentioning, but this is a very easy chapter mentioning, but that was the different aspects of this chapter. Now here, and now you see that there are two long hairs, but now in this story these two long hairs are not remained yet. She has very chopped hairs. Now she could not use these combs, and this was her dream, this was her choice, this was her wish, that one day she could have such type of combs, but due to lack of money she couldn't purchase such type of combs in her for her hairs. What did Jim do when he saw the platinum chain? The Jim reaction was, first he looked at her, at his wife, and then first he looked at the chain and then the face of his wife. He was shocked too, and he just said, just keep all these things away from the Christmas festival. Just celebrate the Christmas festival, just because of I want to say you keep away all these gifts, because I have sold out my gold watch to buy this present for you. Now, dear students, the question answer, just find out this question answer, these fill in the blanks. 4 months she had been planning to buy some nice Christmas present for him. Find out this line where it is in this chapter. Let me find out. She has been planning. Let me find out in the book. Actually, I'm not able to find out the lines which is written on it, but there is I don't know where it is. It might be escaped from my mind, but let me tell you that the answer of this question is this fill in the blank. She has been planning to buy some nice Christmas present for him. That's why she was saving each and every single penny. Yes, I was reading in different page, and yes, here, my dear students, she had been saving every penny she could. Sorry, 4 months she had been planning to buy some nice Christmas present for him. Second fill in the blank is, with the remaining, they could hardly meet their expenses. With the remaining. Christmas present for she had been saving the penny. She was a dollar. And only a flat. Yes, there it is. With the remaining $12, they could hardly meet their expenses. So here the question is that with the remaining $12, they could hardly meet their expenses. So $12 is the answer of this fill in the blank. Now in the third C, with quick steps she went to the sides of the stair or the streets. She got before the building sign came on the pretty pulled down, and she left the whole. Jim and Della, the family, they both were proud of these two things. And the other was Della's beautiful hair. Quickly, Della tied up her hair and she put her hat and ran down stairs into the streets. With the kid, she went to the side of the market. Yes, here. Now, she went to the side of the market with quick steps. Now, the next question is question number D. It was very cold. He was without. 7 close the stairs. She turned pale and moment, please God. The door opened. Jim stepped. He looked very thin, very cold, and was without gloves. He needed overcoat and but was a morning coat. Jim stood inside and he turned his constant. What is the question is that it was very cold and he was very without. The door opened and Jim, poor fellow, he looked like thin. It was very cold and he was without gloves. Yes, my dear students, he was without gloves. So you are able to find the answer. It takes time, but you are easily find out the question if you have read this story very passionately. Now the next question is that Jim drew a from his overcoat pocket and threw it on the couch. So on the couch I got the answer. Jim drew a from his overcoat. Jim drew a packet. P-A-C-K-E-T. Jim drew a packet from his overcoat and threw it on the couch. So this is the remaining answer. Now the last G, they were just the wear in her hair. It is, I think, little bit hard to find out. She knew they were just color to wear in her brown hair. Yes, I got it. In this. They were just the colors to wear in her brown hair. So these are the questions which we have found. Now here the last set of questions. They were both proud of these things. Who are they? What were the two things? Reference the context. They were both proud of these things. What were the two things or who are they? The reference to context. So who are they? Now you have to, this is a line. This is an extract which we generally say. Now you have to find out the line is that this statement is said in what matter, in what consequences. Now first of all, the they you have seen. Who are they? They are Della and Jim, and both are proud of what were the two things which they proud. The two things you can write the answer by your own self. I know that you are able to get me the answer. The two things were, first was that Jim loved to have his gold watch which he has taken from his father and his grandfather. And the Della, in terms of Della, the Della is so conscious. She was looking so pretty just because of she was so fortunate that she has a very long hairs. Take your hat off and let me have a look at it. Who said to whom? You, I think, any idea come across your mind? Yes, these are the words said by the beautician as she went to a beauty parlor to sell out her hairs. Then this statement is said by the beauty parlor just to Della. Take your hat off and let me have a look at it. So who said to whom? Beautician said to the Della. What is it here? take your hat off and let me have a look at it. So it is used for the hairs. Why did the speaker want to have a look at it? The speaker means, who is speaker here? The beautician, the beauty parlor owner. The intention of her saying her because Della came to her to selling her hairs by, who can prove by anything, by any stuff. She just want to purchase something for her husband. So that's why she didn't have any source of income. She didn't have any source of resource of get money. So she thought that I have this thing remain which is precious. So she sold it out. So this is all about the chapter, my dear students. I know that there are many things you have come across. There are many things you have learned in your life. There are 2-3 things which you need to understand in your mind. That first, what we learned from this story, that we learned that discussion, whenever any new thing is going to be happen, or whenever we are going to purchase a new thing, or in our house, then we must share this idea, this concept to each and every family member of this house, of our house. And after that, we have to take each and everybody point what they think about this particular things, what is their experience. So sharing, it not give you a bad idea, it not distract you from the bright path. Actually, it gives you a positive vibes, it gives you many things to be learned, and it will help you to do not any mistake in future in terms of buying something. So discussion is very important with each and every family member, like according to the spreading of their circle. Second thing about that, love is very definitely blind. We have to love our family members, our close person, very impatiently, because impatiently we shouldn't do. We should love our belongings, our circle, our where we have bondage. We have to love, we have to respect them, but we should not lose such type of things which we have to regret in future. Like as Della and also Jim, they had sold out their precious things to make happy their loved ones, but in the end, in future, they had to regret the whole life, because yes, it is, as I have told you, that it was not a sin, but as a reality basis, as a fact, yes, they had done mistakes, so they have to accept it. That's why they are saying that just ignore them and celebrate the festival. So it is all about the chapter. I hope you love thoroughly this chapter, and also I love this chapter to teach you in this manner. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much, dear students.